Welcome. There's nothing you need to do right now except allow yourself to be exactly where you are. You don't have to try to sleep tonight. You don't even have to want to sleep. Not yet. All you have to do is listen and allow your body to do whatever it already knows how to do. You might notice sounds in the room. You might notice the sound of your own breath, the sound in your ears may have been there a long time. None of that needs to change right now. None of it needs to be managed or fixed or pushed away. It's simply allowed to be here. The same way the walls of the room are allowed to be here. Same way the weight of the blanket is allowed to be here. And there's something worth knowing before we go any further. Some nights this will feel like nothing happened. You might listen and feel just as awake at the end as you did at the beginning. That's not failure. That's not the recording not working. Change like this doesn't move in a straight line. And a night that feels like nothing happened can still be doing something underneath. The way the seed does nothing, you can see for a long time before it does. And so, there's no need to check, and there's no need to monitor whether it's working. No need to lie there measuring yourself against some idea how tonight should go. You're simply going to listen night after night and allow your body to build a new relationship with rest in its own time and at its own pace. And there's nowhere else you need to be right now. Nothing else you need to do. Just this. Just listen. If you haven't already, you can allow your eyes to close and begin very gently to notice your stomach rising and falling with your breath, not changing it, just noticing the small rise and the small fall in its own rhythm and at its own pace. No need to breathe any particular way. Your body has been breathing for you your entire life, long before you ever thought about it. And it will keep doing that now without your help, without your supervision. And so you can let your attention drift down slowly into your shoulders, not asking them to drop, just noticing what's already there. And maybe, in its own time, in its own way, some small part of that weight begins to soften. Or maybe doesn't. Either way is fine. Allow that slow attention to move into your arms. Those arms heavy, where they get right before sleep. Particular kind of heavy that you couldn't fake, even if you tried. You don't need to try for now either. And further down into your chest, your stomach, space where breath moves in and out, in and out, all on its own. And into your hips and your legs, all the way to your feet, heavy in the bed, supported by everything beneath you. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. Bed is doing that. And the floor beneath the bed is doing that. And the whole structure of the house is holding you. The way it's held you many other nights, whether you slept or not. There's no schedule here, no pace you need to match. Your body knows how to do this, has always known how to do this. Even on nights it may not have felt that way. Just breathing, just settling, just being supported, comfortable in this place. Somewhere out beyond the edge of the room. Imagine, if you like, the sea. Not close, not loud, just there. The way the sea It's always there, whether you're thinking about it or not, moving in and out, in and out. Same rhythm your breath has been finding this whole time. There's a sound the sea makes. Isn't one sound really? It's hundreds of small sounds, all moving together. Water over water. Kind of hum underneath the water. And a higher note rides on top of it. In and steady. The way a single string might ring after it's been played. Thin, steady note. Always being part of the sea's sound. It doesn't stand apart from the rest, woven into it. Same way a single thread is woven into a piece of cloth. Possible to pull without pulling the whole thing. And the sound in your ears, sound that's been with you a long time, and rest beside this same sea sound, not separate from it, not something to listen past. One more thread in the same weave. Note that's always being part of how the sea sounds, blending into the hum, the water, the way it was always going to. You don't have to listen for it, and you don't have to listen past it, the sound the sea makes. Tonight, one sound made of many sounds, all moving together, in and out, where your breath moves in. Imagine now you're somewhere along that shoreline. Doesn't matter exactly where, and where you feel safe, and where the sand is cool and a little damp beneath you, or maybe higher up on a dune, wrapped in something warm, looking out, water, and hear more than see. Tide moves the way it's always moved, for longer than anyone has been alive to watch it, in and out. Nothing rushing it, nothing slowing it down, simply moves at its own pace, the way it always had, the way it always will, whether anyone is there to watch it or not. And your body lying here now, borrow that same rhythm in and out. No part of the tide tries to control the other part. Going out doesn't fight the coming in, simply two halves, the same motion, endlessly, without effort. And we're further out, past where you can see clearly. There might be the sound of something else. A gull far off, wind moving low across the water. And beneath all of that, that same steady hum, the sea's constant note, its own high thread running through it, one that's always been there, the one that belongs there as much as the water itself does. And you don't need to hold on to this image. You don't need to keep it in focus. It can drift the way things drift right before sleep. Images loosening at the edges, sounds blurring into each other. Thought becoming less and less like thought and more like the space between waves. There's nowhere you need to arrive tonight, no particular depth you need to reach. Your body will go exactly as far as it's ready to go, exactly as fast as it's ready to go. And every bit of that is enough, even if the night is only a little further than last night, even if the night looks from the outside like nothing happened at all. Something is still moving the way the tide moves, whether you're watching it or not, flowing in and out, further and further, the sound of the sea and everything that belongs inside it, carrying you down and down and down and down. From here, there's nothing left to do. No image to hold, no rhythm to follow, no sound to notice or not notice. Just the weight of the bed beneath you and the slow pull of the tide, further out, further down, into a rest that doesn't need your help to happen. Every breath now takes you further, every sound near or far, familiar or new, simply becomes part of the quiet structure of sleep. No different from the walls of the room or the dark beneath your eyes, behind your eyes, or the weight of the blanket. You can let go of listening now. Let go of following. There's nothing more required of you than to keep sinking at whatever pace your body chooses into a sleep that will hold you the way the sea holds everything that rests beneath its surface, down and down, further and further, held and safe and settled, all the way down into sleep. Now relax.